Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Before we begin, I just want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you out there for listening to the show. I know I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We have a great time putting this show on, but we really have a great time when we know that people out there are enjoying the show as well. That being said, we now have a new venue to be heard on. So now we can not only be heard on iTunes and Google Play, but you can find us on Spotify as well. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. And please, write into the show. Ask us any questions you want. You can find us at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or visit the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. And when you do so, go ahead and leave us your name. Let us give you a shout out on the show. And now, episode 30 of Riders on the Storm, Bought to the Bone.
Hello and welcome to the Roll the Hard 20 podcast. This is Koosh, and I'm not to be trusted. But I'm going to be handing it over to our trusted Dungeon Master, Brian.
Greetings and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast, episode 30 of Riders on the Storm. And with me are the Hard Slingers.
Woo!
Yeah, all right.
Whee!
So when you
Change it up.
guys are now in Scandea, and Batu has coerced Ruby into taking a little sidetrack with the Soul Crucible and leaving the rest of the group behind.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye. However, Vratislav did see you flee and has
And I gave
given
him the
chase.
slippity dip.
You did. However, before we begin this evening, I'd like to say a few things. We open on a coastal village. The winter chill is heavy in the air, and we see a team of rangers appear on the scene. And a gruesome scene it is. Dead bodies are everywhere. Men, women, children. So many that the frost on the ground has turned to a crimson slush. As the rangers fan out, it doesn't take long to ascertain what has happened here. Every one of them have had their cranial region eaten away. As the lead ranger rises up from the side of one of the dead, he takes a deep breath. The same as before. This Oni is very clever. The coin may not be worth it this time, he mutters to himself softly. Running a powerful hand through a thick crimson beard streaked with gray, his still blue eyes watch his fellow rangers as they look for fresh tracks and possibly someone still living. The latter certainly more doubtful than the former. Eventually, his gaze falls on the youngest of his men. Yes, his men. Although the lad be young, he has the wisdom of an age yet to be experienced. He calls out to the youth, Vratislav. The young man runs to his commander's side and patiently waits for his instructions. Gesturing towards the body at their feet, the commander says, Tell me what has happened here. Kneeling down for closer inspection, Vratislav looks upon the dead body. Without being instructed to do so, he moves on to another dead body, and then another, and then another. Well, his commander asks, All these villagers have been killed by the same beast, Commander. And how did you derive at that, Vratislav? There's an identifying mark, a jagged bite radius. It's the mark of a broken tooth. A proud smile can barely be seen behind the elder's thick beard. Yes, you'll make a formidable ranger, one. Suddenly, as silent as a predator cat, the demonic beast drops from the limbs high above, a fall too great for any man to survive. Landing atop two rangers, its steel-like claws decapitate each man. With lightning speed, the Oni moves towards the next two, dodging the barrage of arrows fired at it. With unbelievable strength, it pounces. A half a moment later, two more rangers fall. With blood on its claws, its attention then turns towards Vratislav and the commander. And for the first time, Vratislav sees the demonic fiend for all its horror. 7 feet tall and lanky, ashen skin covering its entirety. Housed in its hairless head, 2 piercing dead eyes with elongated pupils. Blood drips from sharp fangs and long nails as it stares at the two remaining rangers. Spare the boy, if it's me you're after. Why would I do that? We find ourselves at the Shattered Quarter, present day right now, and we see Vratislav and Ruby in Edinger's old hut. And Vratislav sees Ruby with the soul crucible in one hand and Batu poking out of her tunic.
I call out to Ruby. Where are you going? Why are you running away?
There's things that I need to do and take care of.
I'm not leaving the soul crucible out of my sight again as I run after her.
Okay, you guys are at the hut right now, so you guys are like mere feet apart from each other at this point. Yeah.
This is
At that point, I get in your grill and say, I'm not letting the soul crucible leave my sight again.
You're crouching down.
Yes, I'm crouching down, eye to eye. I'm on my knees. But still towering over you on my knees.
I put a finger up and I point at you and I say, "This
Prostate, Chuck.
Where's this finger going?
This is more about this is. Ugh.
This is more about your prostate.
Roll medicine.
Fuck off.
Got to use the whole fist, dog.
This is more about money. This is about people's lives. This is about the Soul Crucible itself. It's not about the money anymore.
From outside, the airship dispatches Rafu and Eldon and then takes off. Now, you guys know that from the sounds emanating from this house, that is most likely where Ruby and Vratislav have disappeared to.
Okay, so we can hear the sounds.
You can hear this going on.
All right, Rafu, let's get in there. Afterwards, we can formulate a plan on how we kill Fowland for his almost obvious betrayal.
Wait, where are you? Oh, there you are. I can't believe he left us. All right, well,
Poor one-eyed Rafu.
This is going to end. It's going to be two more seasons.
2 more
2
seasons.
more seasons.
I hope you guys gain some magical abilities and heal me. But I agree. We should totally do Fallon in. But we should check up on Ruby and Vratislav.
Right, more pressing matters to attend to. Let's get in there. Let's see what's going on.
So we walk over and head in.
Yeah.
Okay, they're inside this corner house to the southeast location of the town. Remember, this is north of this way. So you guys are all inside. You see Vratislav on his knees, almost proposing to the little halfling.
Not what I was envisioning, but I
No.
was thinking like crouched, like
Like ready to
Entire?
pounce.
Oh,
no, like just in the crouching position, not on his knees.
squatting?
Yes.
Oh.
Ruby, it is cold here. Make us a fire. And at this point, the sun is starting to go down because the time it took you guys to get from the island to Scandea and then everything that went on, the sun's already setting at this point.
Okay, so I would like to I would like to make a little bit of, what's it called? Not tinsel.
Patty cake?
Tinsel? No.
Tinder?
Tinder, thank you. I forgot that's not just a dating app anymore. It's I would like to put some tinder and make a little fire using sacred flame. Just
Okay. What the fuck was that?
I don't know if it was, Junior's mind was blown, but I assume Rapu's mind is also
Oh,
going to be
okay.
blown
Oh,
if he
well-
sees this happen.
I was just laughing about the Tinder thing. I was like, oh, starting a flame. Got it.
Got it.
Anyway,
that was delay.
a little bit.
Vratislav, what are you doing? Now that you know that she's starting to build a fire, things are starting to calm down a little bit.
Is she making the fire in the middle of the room?
Yes.
Is there a hearth here where at least we can...
There's not much in this place at all. This little area of housing is for people that couldn't afford the lower income housing of Scandea. That's why it's a little further out.
Is there any existing fire pit so it's not in the middle of the house to burn it down?
It looks like Edinger might have made a little do-it-yourself hearth there. Just cobbled a couple stones together. You see some burned out pieces of wood old picture of some girlfriend, something like that.
What does it matter where the fire is?
Because I don't want to burn down the roof over my head.
What is left of this place, anyways?
Enough to fall down on us and kill us.
Such a nervous Nelly.
We're definitely not doing it in the memory of Edinger because he's dead.
Put me on the floor, Ruby.
I'd let him hop out.
He gets down on the floor and he walks up to Vratislav and he looks at you, kind of looking, eyeballing you, almost like a smirk in his eye. He moves over towards where the fire's at and just kind of haunches down, eyeing each of you in turn.
Oh, so we're
inside the room with
You
him.
guys are
inside the
We're all
room this way?
together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to
you're
pet
witnessing
Batu
us.
as he's walking by and eyeballing me. I just like to pet him. Hi, kitty.
Hello, half oak.
Meow, meow.
You actually hear him for the
Oh, I
first
could hear
time.
him?
You
Oh.
act- He actually speaks to
Meow,
you.
meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Oh.
Hello, half orc.
You just have to pet him.
What the hell? Ruby, your cat. It talks.
And each of you
Yes?
hear him speak to Rafu as well. For the first time, you actually hear his voice.
It's a voice I haven't heard in a long time.
That is true, Ranger. You see him maneuver his way behind the fire, and the flames kind of lick the air in front of him, and almost like I don't want to say it, not a hallucinate.
Hallucinogen?
No.
Shadow.
What do you see when like some kind of
A silhouette?
no, like it
Mirage?
morphs? Yeah, like a mirage. Okay, you see like a mirage kind of like waver, and you see him change before you.
Dude, I was so excited. I thought he was reaching for a doubloon for figuring out that word.
So too.
You're not getting that for that. Nope. That's just etiquette with the English language.
That
You
you're not
guys-
very good at.
No, I'm not. This is gonna be part of the blooper.
Really? Because we already have like
we
8.
we got to quite a few of them. So, hey, I saved those things.
Oh my gosh, he is huge.
He's
Oh
not
my.
a cat.
Is he? I don't want to say giant. He's large, right?
He's
Is he
about
large?
7 feet tall. I know it looks bigger with the mini, but he is.
He's about
He's
7
about-
feet tall, ashy looking, blood dripping from him, especially from his fangs and nails.
Very descriptive.
I like that, Ranger. Good idea. Making notes. Give him the doubloon back for last time for tripping the PvP. So you see this entity, this fiend that you haven't seen since you first started running with a band of rangers so many years ago. And he holds up his hand. Stay your weapon, Ranger.
Batu?
I will admit I'm pretty shaken in my boots after seeing him again after so many years.
I like to take a step forward.
Like, I kind of went to go for my sword, but I'm just frozen, oh, shit.
And he has that presence about him where not
He
only
is 7 foot tall.
Yeah, not only is he bigger though, but he just exudes this aura that just
Does he have like a feline face?
he's got elongated pupils. That's the only
Got
feline
it.
attribute that you can see that still exists in this form
Voldemort?
right now. What's that?
Like Voldemort?
You should not speak his name.
Isn't he like a snake-like dude?
No, Voldemort had oblong.
Oh, okay. So you're going up and down.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got like cat-like iris.
So just
Yeah,
turn
cat,
his.
cat irises. pretty
Oh,
much.
okay. I see.
Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
feline.
Batu, is that you?
It is Ruby.
What are you?
I am known as an Oni amongst my elder.
Oni? What? You need to go deeper than that.
I have heard that before, Ruby. You throw it up there, it's gonna get nailed.
Yeah.
But from which side, though?
I mean,
Slam dunk.
You and I do have a history, Ruby.
we do.
Well, you said it yourself last session. Check the archives.
I don't remember.
Generations ago, a populace of halfling creatures were enslaved by a race of mountain orcs. They were used as slave labor, and they provided food, sustenance, as well as other entertainment of nefarious variety.
Gross.
Eventually, a halfling leader rose and made an offer to a god for freedom over their captives. The cost was his lineage.
Oh, so you're the reason why everything is happening, why I'm here, why I need some time to comprehend this.
You'll have plenty of time where we go. The soul crucible belongs to that god, my god, the god your ancestor prayed to for salvation. That artifact is the skull of the mountain orc leader that was defeated for your people.
I would like to take it out.
There you go.
There's a huge
It's not a
skull.
Halloween prop, it's a real skull.
That is a real skull.
I would like to take it out and I kind of like really look at it and I say, if the god takes it, he'll just get rid of and destroy this, correct?
Oh no, Ruby, not at all. You see, within this artifact, and he reaches out his hand for you to hand it to him,
I do.
contains the souls of every one of those mountain orcs within it. An army for my god.
What do you plan on doing with it?
We plan on taking over, of course.
But no, you can't do that. You can't enslave everybody.
Then provide me an ulterior solution. I have seen you. You have a good heart, Ruby. He hands it back to you. He's not worried that you'll get far.
Well, considering that it's huge, I mean,
Dude, I think this plays into my theory that Ruby is the familiar.
Jesus, canon. I what do you want from me? I'm getting lost in this mess. My ancestors made this debt, and now it's somehow getting repaid through me. And you want the skull to take over orcs, and what's going to happen to me? We're just going to be enslaved again by the orcs. And
You are the link, Ruby, between the death and souls of these mountain orcs and my god. You must take on the orc leader's soul into you. Only through him can you rise above and serve my god, Sirion.
I'm supposed to become an orc?
No. You will be imbued with his essence.
being an orc is not that bad, Ruby.
I kind of look shifty eye at him with my two eyes.
Whoa. What do you mean, 2 eyes? Are you making a gesture of my eye?
Vratislav, you see all this going down. What is your thought on all this?
Well, I've regained my composure. I've seen the Soul Crucible get transferred from and back to the halfling here. I'm still wary of what's going on. My hand is still hovering over my sword. I don't know what to do right now. Part of me wants to start swinging.
Batu, do you know if the guys who hired us to get the Soul Crucible, that they wanted to create their own orc army?
I do not know who has sent you, Ruby. I hear this phrase about a seeker's foundation, but that has no bearing on us at all.
I
And I.
turn to Fallon. Fallon.
He's not here.
Fallon left on the boat.
No, not Fallon. Sorry. Sorry, not Fallon. Oh my God, I need name tags.
Eldrick?
It's been too long.
Eldrick's not even a character. Bitch.
Elton. It's in my brain, but we took a week off.
This is what happened, dude. She confused Edinger and Fallon because they're old fucks, and then everyone confuses Edinger and Eldon.
Okay. Thank you for telling me how my brain works, because that was exactly it.
Yeah.
I turn to Eldon and I say, do you think the Seekers Foundation wanted to use this? And I hold up the Soul Crucible to create an origami, because that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
An origami?
Origami. Sorry.
Oh, orc army.
Dude,
I heard origami too. I just didn't want to. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Let me try this again.
no, your head was too fixated on Oni, man.
Wait, hold on.
I'm going to call you Edinger.
Eldon.
Eldon, to the front, please.
Eldon, do you think the Seekers Foundation wanted to use the Soul Crucible, and I hold it up, to create the orc army?
That is not a pleasant thought. I don't think anyone should be using this. And knowing what it does now. What did you say your name was again? And I point at Batu.
My name is Batu.
Batu, how many would you say know about the origins and history of this Soul Crucible?
Very few. ASMR. ASMR? Ask me.
Are we talking about ASMR or
No, what's your fucking creature's
ASMR? Yeah.
ASMR. Very few ASMR. This artifact was created over a millennia ago. He still retains that purr. You don't know if it's part of who he is or if it's an actual realistic purr or what, you know. Maybe it's just become a habit through the ages. Mm-hmm. There's only one person that might know.
I turn to Batu.
He's done it for a while.
And by me taking in the soul, how is this going to help anything?
My God says your debt is due. You must pay it in full. You take the orc leader's soul into yours, and with the army behind us, we end the halfling race.
But I'm a halfling.
And you will be the final one.
But I don't want that to happen.
It's written down in the canon of the campaign.
You thought I was on the bad side.
But
I've been trying to stop the genocide.
You know who's really on the bad side? Ruby's parents, who decided we're going to free our people so that we can kill them all.
that's what I'm confused about.
What kind of fucking deal did these fuckers make?
That's what I'm so confused about. They made a deal to save.
They did. And with every generation, the deal has to be remade. Your grandparents made the deal, their grandparents, and so forth. The lineage continues. That is how your people are in debt to the god Syrian.
So how do I make the debt to not kill my people?
That is on your shoulders, little one.
I'm asking you.
See, wasn't the money better?
I'm asking you.
I can give you pieces of silver if you wish.
No, I don't want the debt. I don't want anybody to die. Except for the bad guys.
Off in the distance, you guys hear rustling, but it comes and it goes.
How is repaying this debt supposed to help if it just murders them all?
Life and death are the same for my god. It's the souls, Ruby. That is what we barter in.
I don't believe this.
What about you, Ranger? Where do you stand in all this? He kind of like motions a finger, and you see a finger of the flame rise up and like make a barrier line between the four of you and him. What side of the line are you on, Ranger?
I'm definitely not on his side as I draw my sword.
He looks at you, and again you hear this flapping in the air, only it's louder and it sounds in multitude. And you get the feeling that the Drakes have found this portion of Scandea.
Where's Ruby?
He looks at the
In
four of you.
proximity to me.
She's standing right next to you.
Is she still holding the soul crucible in her hand?
She still has it, yes. You still have it, right, Ruby? Yeah.
With my free hand, I try and grab it.
You want to give it to him?
No.
You hear this screeching outside, this... You hear this bolt of electricity strike a house close by, and it explodes in flames and just splinters everywhere. And as everybody looks to see it, Batu shrinks back down to his lynx form and runs out a hole in the back of the building. We will meet again, Ruby. Think about what I said. He's gone. Meanwhile, you hear this flapping of wings and whatnot.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do? How am I
Eldon,
supposed
take
to...
the soul crucible.
How am I supposed to... I'm clutching it. I'm clutching it to my chest,
We-
rocking back and forth.
She
First
can't
priority.
have it. If she dies and Batu finds it again, genocide.
If she dies, we'll grab it. Don't worry. We need to get out of here first and foremost.
Yeah, we've been spotted. We need to go.
I'm going to try and lead the charge outside of this
Okay, do you
building.
guys go outside? Do you want to take a peek first? What do you want to do?
I'll take a peek first before I go out. But I'll make my way to the door immediately.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm going to look around Edinger's house and see if I could find some kind of cloth or something to use as an eye patch.
You see a plastic eyeball. No,
Plastic
just kidding.
How convenient.
It looks like a testicle, actually. You see a plastic.
Ooh. That's what
There's a throng of leather hanging. It looks like it might have been used at one point for helping to keep an edge on a blade, like an old butcher would do or something, or a barber.
I'll grab that and make it into a...
Okay. Where are you going to poke your
Eye
head
patch.
out, Eldon? This is where you came in
The
to
front,
the south. Batu
Yeah.
ran out of a hole right here.
the door that I came in from.
Is this you?
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to look out there? Mm-hmm. Okay, you see that this Drake appears to be blasting a building to the west. Just
And then the Seeker's Foundation was to the east, correct?
no, it's to the northwest. It's
Northwest.
that way. From the building that's being blasted, you hear cries and screams of somebody that looked like they were trying to hide, and you hear them perish.
Uncle Owen.
Amberu?
More of this. And I only
No,
see
that person's dead. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna keep you from going on our side
Yeah.
quest here.
No, so there's
I'm gonna
only
rein you in, mother.
there's only one Drake that I see so far.
So far, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to relay that. All right, there's one Drake out there. It killed a few people already. Not sure how many more there are and how safe it really is to go out there.
I can't go out there when I don't even... There's...
Make a survival check, everybody.
I was going to say, is he avoidable?
Nope.
I
Well,
crit.
considering the state I'm in.
What do you got there, Brotherslav?
15.
15? Eldon?
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
15.
15.
9.
9. Okay, 9 for you. Everybody with the 15 and above, especially you, Eldon, realize that this fire that you guys have created probably isn't the best thing to be doing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Makes sense.
if this thing is seeking, people that are hiding, anybody that's trying to survive this onslaught, is just systematically working its way through these little homes here.
So, Eldon, where was the Drake?
He was off to the west.
All right, so I guess we'll head in the opposite direction and try and loop our way back around through the village.
Sounds like a good enough plan for me.
Are you all
Man,
going to
that's the
go
only
out at the
plan
same
I
time
got.
or one at a time?
I say we make a line and we get out.
Yeah, just Leroy Jenkins it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's got the best? Who's got the worst stealth? Who's got the lowest? You do?
I have disadvantage.
Do I have disadvantage to stealth for my eyeball if I'm trying to run?
No,
away?
dude.
No.
Chill out.
I don't want to trip
You
over
wear no
something.
clothes. You're silent.
I got to see what this dude's perception is. 19.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. What's the marching order?
I would like to go in the middle.
I'm generally in the middle.
I'll go out first.
Roboslav is first. I'm normally behind.
Me?
Actually, I don't know.
I'm
Sometimes
not
you
really-
sometimes
I'm-
you
I'm
take
not-
up the rear.
I like taking up the rear, but
I bet.
I can't see, so I
There
would
we
like
go
to
again.
stay in the middle.
All right.
All right.
There's only 4 of us.
All right, then I'm
only
last.
so many people are in the middle.
Okay, who's in front?
Rostislav.
Rostislav. Ruby, where you at?
I can't move.
Why not?
I'm just still shaking in fear, trying to figure things out.
You're going to stay in that building?
I don't really. I haven't even realized they're leaving.
I'm pulling Ruby.
Okay.
Okay.
He tells you. Who's that? Was that you?
I think it was me.
Oh.
I think it was Jess.
Wow, that really picks shit up, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Holy
I think,
crap.
I don't know how we got close to it.
Anytime we get it now. Okay, they're belling. He wants to tell you before they bell, they're leaving, that there's a...
If he grabs me, then I'm just going with the flow.
Okay.
I grab Ruby.
So you're pulling up the rear then.
Yeah.
Okay. This is how many he sees. It's going to be 1, obviously. So
Yep.
he only sees you, Eldon.
Me and Ruby probably.
No, just you.
Oh, just me?
You managed to
Oh.
get her around the corner in time, but he sees your ass.
Excellent.
And he turns, and he lands down right at the corner of the house. And let's do some initiative. Ooh, danger. Dangerous. Oh, nat 20. You gonna fucking die, Paladin. Eldon.
18.
Vratislav.
18.
Ruby.
8.
Rafu.
17.
17. Who goes before Eldon and Vratislav? Okay.
Vratislav.
Yeah.
So the Drake sees you, and he immediately blasts this electrical charge out of its mouth directly at you. So you need to make a DC saving throw.
That was bad.
That's not good.
Not good?
Nope.
Oh, that's a tragedy. Let's see if I can finish you off this time. I missed you last time. Oh, for 12 points of damage. As this lightning courses across, actually lighting up between the buildings. You just see Eldon's skeleton illuminate as though he stuck his finger in some socket.
What's a socket?
Vratislav.
From behind the building I'm at, I'm going to try and continue to. Is that?
Now, you probably would have made your full movement to make it to this point. I didn't know if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which way is it toward Junior?
That's north.
North. Okay. After I made my way around the building, I'm going to continue north and take shelter behind the next building.
You want to double move or?
I'll double move to the corner.
Okay. Eldon, now that you've taken some loving, what do you want to do?
I'm going to go around the building, and then I'm going to use the most 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
And then I will use my action for lay on hands and heal myself 10 hit points.
Rafu.
Rafu wants to move 15 feet south around the building, draw his longbow, just around the corner, just 15 out south.
Right here?
No. Go.
This-
No. Forward.
This is
Just
south.
Yeah, just south.
Okay.
Just 15
1,
feet
2.
south there.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
All right.
I want to shoot my longbow.
Okay.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
Don't be a hero.
I'm not trying to be a hero. I want to shoot my
You are, though.
shoot my longbow, and I'm going to roll with a disadvantage.
He just wants to murder. It's not about being a hero.
That is 19 to hit
That will hit.
for 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
And for the rest of my movement, I want to move and follow Eldon back.
Ruby,
That's the wrong dice.
did you fuck something up?
Oh, I did. My bad.
Fuck.
That is 4 points of damage.
Oh, okay. Let me just add my right back there. Okay, very good. No problem. Is that a gold doubloon you have there? Let me take that motherfucker back.
I got 5 of them. No, I don't.
Ruby,
Ruby is
from
going.
your catatonic state.
Yeah, still just kind of out of it. I'm seeing everybody run, so I'm going to run towards Vratislav because I want to get out of danger.
Okay, what's your full range of movement?
Is 25. And then it hasn't been that long since our last battle, right?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
It has,
I want to make sure.
I mean, you could double move.
No.
Yeah,
Armor, my free cast from mage armor lasts 8 hours.
Oh, yeah, you
So
got
I
plenty
just-
of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Wanna make
only
sure
took you
that's
like an
still
hour to
on.
get down this way or so. Maybe not even that long.
No, because she's still running in a trance. I'll keep it at 25 because it's a slow run.
Okay.
And that's all.
trying to see. My eyes aren't okay.
Your glasses are next to you, old man.
I know. I got to put them back through the headset though, and all right.
I'm wearing mine.
I know you are. I don't know how you're doing that.
I yell at him all the time about his glasses.
I can't see. I can't see. So the Drake rises up and comes down right here.
Oh, man.
Who do I have right here? Who's this guy? Who's
Eldon.
this Eldon? Eldon. He sees you and he says, "Fuck you," and he attempts to hit you with his tail. 18
18 just hits. Yeah.
just hits for 9 points of damage. Max damage.
Good thing I healed.
Do I get attack of opportunity on the tail?
Why? Because you brought it back? No. Vratislav.
I'll peep around the corner and see what's going on. I see the Drake land down. I see Ruby. Is she just stumbling around
Yeah.
like in a daze?
Totally in a daze. You see this large, long, blue scaled whip crack out from behind the corner that you can't see where the Drake is at and strike Eldon across the chest and reel back. You see him take some real serious beating on this, and now you have a choice. You could either go back and help, or you could go back to Ruby and take the Soul Crucible, or you keep on running.
I'm going to go back to Ruby. So how many feet is that? Is that 15 or 20?
20.
20. Okay. I'm going to grab Ruby, so grapple her and try and bring her back to where I was around the corner of the building.
Now he's a friend.
Yeah, I allow it.
Okay. So you guys move back over to here. Okay.
Well, not that far, because I'm out of movement, so halfway. Yeah.
Okay, that's right there.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to drag her
You
out
can pick
of
me up. I don't really care.
whatever. I'm out of movement.
Eldon.
Even if I carry like a sack of potatoes, that's as far as I can go.
Eldon, bring it home. What are we doing?
Can I reach him with my sword?
No, you have to get closer to it.
If I get closer.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the ground?
He's on the ground right
Okay.
now. It's just a cool mini that looks like he's standing up in the air. So
Hunter's mark is like 8 hours, right?
No.
How long is it? I think I still have it.
It's like an hour.
Well, if it's an hour, I would still have it, I think.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Hold on, let me pull it up here.
Sorry.
Where
This
is...
is the one thing I don't normally use about this spell. It's an
Hunter.
hour. Has it been more than an hour?
since your last battle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that's dropped. Okay. I will move up, and I will use my bonus action to cast Wrathful Smite on myself, and then I will strike at the Drake.
What, Junior help you find those dice?
No, he's going to waste time. All right, I missed my attack, but
Okay.
Wrathful Smite still stays.
Rafu.
Rafu's going to advance 15 feet, I think gets him there. Just to melee range.
Okay.
He's going to use his bonus action to rage, and he's going to switch out his longbow to his great axe and strike down.
What was that? Re-roll it.
All right, that's what I thought. That was kind of funny.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm sorry. Keep tracking.
Nailed it.
Just keep rolling until you find what you like.
I will. That is 24.
That hits him. And you're in rage mode, right?
Yes.
God dang. So you dropped your bow, though, right? Into the
It's a
dirt.
good hit. It's a good hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you did.
That is 15 points. Sorry.
That's it?
No,
No
it's more
way.
than
17 points of
It's more
damage.
than
There you
that.
go. There we
17
go.
points of damage. Sorry, I'm raging.
17. It takes this large two-handed axe to the face, screeches. You see this black ichor start to drain from its face, and it reels back, missing a couple of teeth. Ruby, have you come back to your senses yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
You see Vratislav has brought you closer to a safety zone at this point.
I stare down the soul crucible. I tuck it back into my shirt. Can you put me down?
I was dragging you.
Oh, okay.
You're on the ground.
Okay, thanks. I kind of straighten up and I kind of shake my head and just snap out of it. And I'm going to run back over. And I know it's not going to do much, but I'm going to try to shoot an Eldritch Blast at the Drake.
Okay.
No whammy, no whammy. Whammy. No, it's just not going to hit. I tried. A for effort.
A for effort. So the Drake's got 2 targets in front of him. 1, 2, 3 for Eldon. Oh, Eldon, you again.
Oh, man. It's just picking on you.
I think
So
it's
it-
because I have a Drake egg.
It raises a. Oh, you should present that. He raises up its claws. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Oh, he raises up his claws. Let's see if it was female. And brings it down upon you. And misses.
Yay!
Okay,
Vratislav.
at this point, I'm going to charge from my my safety zone right now, right to the Drake.
You want to get close to it, or
Yeah, I'm charging him.
okay?
So getting right up in him, bringing up my longsword over my head, and that's
Wait, hold on. You're standing right next to me, correct?
Yeah.
advantage.
So
Yep.
I'm raging, so you get advantage.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No, either way, 18 to hit.
that hits.
Yeah.
So I come with 15 points of damage as I bring my longsword down along the Drake's face.
Damn. You see it kind of like start to wobble a little from that last bit of damage that it took. It's still very aggressive. It's not down, but it is in dire straits at this point. Eldon.
All right. While it is wobbling and distracted by Vratislav, I'm going to try and bring my sword in and slash at its chest. Oh my god. I missed.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just bad rolls. Bad rolls.
Can you hear me okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Does that mean I get to go again?
I was well, you get to go.
Oh.
Sorry. I was looking at the fucking whatever initiative order. Rafu.
Rafu. If I move 5 feet 4, can I? Or am I
No,
right
you're
on
right
his
up
thing? I'm
there.
right up on his grill. Okay. Right up on his grill, attacking recklessly. That is 23 to hit.
That will hit.
12?
13
I don't know.
13 points of damage.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. No, Kush was right. 12. He knows my guy better.
12 points of damage.
12.
Jeez. Ruby.
Ruby, I mean, is missing because she's still kind of. Ugh. So she's going to go for another Eldritch Blast because when in doubt, Eldritch Blast.
When in doubt, blast it out.
What else is a Warlock good for? Nope.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay.
I mean, does a 14 hit? I mean, the 13?
13 does not hit.
It was worth
I'm
asking.
sorry.
It's fine.
It was worth asking.
I'm missing with advantage, man. It's not
The
good.
Drake now has 3 targets in front of it. 1, 2, 3 for 1, 2 for Eldon. 4, 5. 1, 2 for Eldon. 3, 4 for Rafu. 5, 6 for Vratislav.
Sounds like a bad song.
Totally.
Damn it.
Vratislav.
Welcome.
So it will attempt to strike you with its tail. 16.
Hits.
Shit.
Look out! I duck.
I don't.
For 4 points of damage.
Not bad. Not bad.
But after taking this 4 points of damage, you rein back in, and it's your turn again.
I will raise my longsword again and strike at the Drake and miss.
Miss. Eldon, if there's going to be something you're going to kill,
This
this is what you want to kill.
This is the one. Koosh, I'm going to call out to a higher power and try to hit this Drake.
Ooh.
All right, there's a 17 on the dice. I fucking did it. Oh, thank you, Marcel. Just 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah. Okay, so 10 points of damage, and the Drake has to make a wisdom save.
No, it doesn't. Describe this Drake's death
Yes!
for me. Marcel has shined her light upon you.
All right, so it is a smite. So I finally land a hit, and there's a bright light, and the Drake, the last few moments before it dies, is a look of fear in its eye, and then nothing.
And the look of fear sees
There's a
you.
bright light. It's a smite, man. What do you want?
Lights out.
Lights out.
It's gonna be like Indiana Jones' face melts or something.
And I would like for the other 3 to make a perception check. Not you, Eldon. Ruby?
No.
No.
10.
10. Rafu?
12.
12. Vratislav and Rafu, you notice
Oh, wait.
like a
10 passed? Oh, sorry. I have 9.
9. You do not notice it.
Oh.
You're too far back. It
was worth a shot.
But all
So
you
close.
all you do notice is just that Eldon seems to have like a luminescent glow about him.
Does he have a blue glow?
But to you, Eldon,
Gain 4 hit points.
you see that you have like, you almost feel as though you're not even touching the ground at this point after calling down to Marcel.
You're glowing.
This is ecstasy.
Yeah.
Pregnant? Is that what you said?
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
virgin.
Glowing.
You got to get closer to the
Molly
mic.
nowadays.
If you're going to burn him, you got to get closer to the mic.
The virgin paladin.
So, Virgin Paladin.
I've been dead for a long time.
So it's possible.
It's been a long time.
So anything is possible.
Maybe your
This is
hymen
D&D.
grew back.
My cat turned into a fiend. You know, anything is possible.
None
So-
of us trusted that damn cat, right?
That thing saved
I
me,
didn't
so.
think about that
It
cat.
saved us, but I don't know. We're all a little iffy about him.
Well, I mean, I don't trust him after seeing him.
He's not a bad cat.
Bad kitty.
Bad kitty.
So, what are you guys going to do? You guys are now out of combat. The
I'm-
sun has fully set. It is fully dark at this point.
I'm going to go back to the building I ran from, try and create a rally point.
Edinger's
Yeah.
old place, or
No, the one to the north where I tried to drag Ruby,
okay.
but not inside. We're just like,
On the outside?
no, I'm like 5 spaces away from, yeah, right there.
So on the outside.
All right. So everybody's going to nut to butt in this little alley right here.
Not
or what?
quite yet. Not to butt. I want to actually take a look at the drake because I remember some of the drakes that we saw on the island had collars. Does this drake have a collar?
It does. It does.
It does have a collar.
Dang.
Ruby.
Dang.
Now I'll give you
Doubloon this guy.
Doubloon this fool.
Oh, he has 3 of them
Smartest
now.
half orc.
Well, he can gift
ever.
it to anybody he wants.
I could. Ruby, come over here real quick. I need your help.
Dude, you,
And I run over.
you gotta start using those, man. You're like fucking hoarding that shit.
I Hulk smash. I'm gonna give it to you guys.
Give it to me. I need to replenish spells, man.
Ruby, look at this collar. Can you read what it says?
Damn, can I read what it says?
You can read what it says. It says something to the effect, like I said before, this is like a really ancient language. So sometimes the syntax may not make sense. But it talks about it being the steed of the gods. You know, it refers to like the serpent god Grumon and how just stuff like that. It's almost like a not a shock collar, but a like a promise ring.
Promise ring. Does this promise ring look like any of the?
Doesn't look like the
Promise
cock
them.
ring, if that's what you're asking.
No,
We need your ring.
I was gonna say the metal from the airship.
No, they're two different metals.
different
Eldon.
milks.
Eldon. Does this mean anything to you? That they're the things of the gods? They're the,
I'll look at it. Doesn't really mean anything.
I recite it to
to
him.
me, but everyone, to each their
Well,
own
you
god.
remember that that Grumon is the serpent beast's god.
I mean, we technically did make a sacrifice to Grumon
So
on
these
accident.
drakes were the
Like pets?
pets of the Grumon?
Well, they were basically growing them on the island and letting them like
So
Remember the-
snakes,
run free.
Snake people were riding drakes.
They're like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
hell dogs.
Yes, this is correct.
Do you
Yeah,
not
'cause this
remember
is when
that?
we were at
No,
the
I know,
vets.
but my brain
Yeah.
still doesn't comprehend it because I just see snakes riding drakes.
Not snakes.
There's snakes on a drake.
Snake
serpents.
worshippers.
Yeah.
Make a movie out of that.
Snakes on the drink.
This motherfucker is on top of that motherfucker.
There's a
They're more-
motherfucking snake on a motherfucking drake.
Yeah, snake and
They're,
Drake.
they're more lizard-looking people.
And
but
that's
still.
the title
Yeah.
of the episode.
Yeah.
Motherfucking snakes
snakes
on a motherfucking drake.
Snakes and Drakes. Snake on a Drake.
Sound like a very bad Dr. Seuss book.
So this collar would be too big for us to take, correct? Because it's a drake.
You're not gonna be able to wear it there, Billy.
I wasn't planning to wear it. I was just maybe thinking it has some kind of communication with the other drakes.
Oh,
Give him more doubloons.
More doubloon.
Give him.
I'm using a doubloon to get another doubloon.
well, you'd have to take it off of it.
Well, that'd be easy. He's dead already.
Okay. Well, he's
But
not gonna, he's not
no,
gonna
but how big
protest.
is it? How big is it though? Because
It's the little clippy parts, unclip it.
He probably figure that the neck is probably about 3 feet in diameter.
Well,
so
I mean, there's
it's like
gotta be a-
carrying around a metal hula hoop.
There's got to be a way to take it on and off.
No, but is it worth taking? I just meant like in general.
I don't know. It's up to you, man.
There
It's a
doesn't
lot of
appear to
work.
be a latch, like some kind of a.
So they just like grew it on them?
Yeah, it's like the neck ring people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just bail it. But I just wanted to make a. We'll just leave it there. I just wanted to make sure there's no other insignias or anything on the
No.
drake other than the collar.
I think we should get going. And
Let's move on.
Okay, so where are we going?
North to
No.
the building around here, right?
Northwest.
Seekers
Northwest.
Foundation?
All right, guys, we should make our way to the Seekers Foundation without
So-
being.
We should
That's
go.
northwest, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Northwest.
Past the.
This is north.
That's north. So it's past the.
Did you just realize why I put that there?
I didn't know why it was on the map.
Because I'm an idiot and I need to indicate where north is because I always get.
No, that's helpful for me too.
Just so the listeners know, Junior
There's a-
decided to put a bottle cap to indicate
Where
north,
due north
which is
is.
fucking awesome.
Give him another doubloon.
Another doubloon.
That's
Doubloon this
that's just
man.
really funny. I like that. That's cool. We're gonna start doing that. Implement it now. What you should do is put a fucking bottle cap next to your D12. That's what you should do.
Hey, I already separated them in a certain way where
Burn.
I can try not to get them confused.
Keyword is try.
Try, exactly. They
Separated
got
them.
numbers on them.
All right, so we catch up to Rodslav and let's just kind of book it to.
Well, I'm saying, is it past the city fountain here? Because to the northwest, I see a building that might be pretty torn up.
Right there.
Yes.
Well,
You think that's the Seekers Foundation?
Well, it was.
No. You're like
Yeah, we're
you're like
long
2
ass
miles
way.
away from this.
Yeah.
This is Edinger's old place. Remember when you left the Seekers Foundation? You had to go south for 2 miles,
Yeah, we're
Okay.
long.
and then from there you guys went to the Pagan Docks. So you've got like 2 miles to go back to Scandea.
Got a nice little walk.
Well, I say we just beeline it toward that ruined building anyway, because that's northwest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds fine.
So you guys make it to the building. There's nothing there. Just more corpses and shit. People that try to
Smoldering
hide
wreckage.
and.
So is it nighttime now? Since
It
you
is
said the
fully
sun-
night right now, yeah.
So visibility is going to be a little bit of a challenge.
This
For
is-
some-
More, a little
for
bit
some of
more
us.
of a challenge.
Oh, shoot. What does that mean for me?
You should put a candle in your fucking socket. That would be badass.
Yeah.
Does that mean I get
We can
half the
turn you
distance
into a
of...
lantern.
Well, do I get half the distance with dark
I have
vision?
oil.
So
No, you
instead
can
of 60
you can
feet-
still see. You just
With
can't.
my one good eye? Just
Anything
not
that
very
re-
well?
Anything that has a perception check, though, you take disadvantage of.
That sucks. All right. We move up to the fountain. We advance.
Wait,
Okay,
we're-
so you guys are there. Past go, collect 200.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Collect the
so
doubloon on your
do
way.
you guys want to continue going towards the Seekers Foundation, or what do you guys want to do?
Let's
I
go
say
here.
we keep going, but how? I'm a human. How dark is it?
It's pretty dark. I mean, you
Can I
figure that
still
there's-
make my way through, or do I got to light a lantern?
It is no, it's a cloudless night, so you can still see a lot of the constellations in the sky. It's got a
Okay.
half of a moon. You see that a lot of the Drake activity is nowhere near where you guys are right now. It's more directed back at the Scandea area, like the lower and middle areas. Some of the upper portions on the hill area where a lot of the higher manors have been built are kind of lit up and stuff.
I go to reach like on my shoulder to cast light, but I realize Spot 2's not there.
You're going to make the glowy kitty.
I also don't think we should cast light.
I was actually going to say,
Well, it doesn't really matter.
should we cast any light? I mean,
No,
the
that's why I
Drake
was asking.
found us.
I know, but,
with the
but
campfire.
Ruby goes to make the notion and she realizes Spot 2's not there and gets sad.
No bad missing kitty.
Really? After you saw what he was?
Yes.
You post like lost posters
What-
around the town.
What is your connection to Batu? You guys have made a connection. He's saved your
Yeah.
life. He's told you how not to get captured. He's,
And he wants
he's
you to commit
given you
genocide.
insight. So
Well, that's why I'm confused. I'm confused because the cat being has saved my life and all the powers that I was, pretty much given. They've all been relatively good and helpful and not at all evil. So I'm just kind of confused on how we got.
well, it's possible that the information that he has is not correct. Also, it's possible that the information he's going on is misinformation.
But I mean, I don't
You
know
don't know?
that. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I really don't
We'll
know
just have
that.
to see where it goes.
And I'm really conflicted because yes, this
Genocide.
person, I know, I understand of my own people. If anybody's going to understand more, that's why I didn't all of a sudden be like, give me the soul.
I mean, think about it. He wants to kill Uncle Toby, your little halfling uncle,
Oh, no, not Toby.
Aunt Burfoot,
Oh, she made some great mashed potatoes.
Oh, she did,
Gravy.
Burfoot was my
You know,
favorite.
Grandpa Unibrow.
No, I
No,
take
it's
it
not.
back.
Thanks.
Grandpa
So-
Unibrow was definitely my favorite.
It
He's
doesn't
hungry,
make any
though.
sense to me.
He's 50-50.
That,
I got
that
Grandma
doesn't-
Belly Lint.
and the
They're all
whole
going to have a problem.
debt doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would they save us just to kill us? So a lot of things just don't make sense to me. It's running through my brain, and
It was probably like, a deposit for interest. So we'll give you 100,000 now, and then you give us 200,000 souls later.
I don't recall talking out loud about it.
I'm not saying this is Elden.
So you guys are moving. So you guys
I
continue to
asked for
move
your
forward.
opinion.
You guys are going to continue moving
Yes.
towards the Seekers Foundation. Okay. So you guys,
Question everything.
I'm assuming the ranger is leading the way. He's probably your
Yep.
best chance of
Yeah.
getting there without any
Dying.
altercations or being able to pick out anything out. And as you get closer, start closing the distance, you notice that a lot of the town is just burnt. But there's just one building inside of a walled structure that appears to still be kicking. And you recognize this as being the Seekers Foundation. You see that the two large doors that you had originally entered and then exited through on this quest of yours have been broken down. You see that inside the courtyard are dead acolytes everywhere. You see drakes just feeding on them and flying off with their bodies. You see inside a lot of those unliving walkers just roaming around. And you see the Seekers Foundation just in ruins.
Wait, in ruins? I thought that was the only building that was standing.
No, the wall.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
the
the-
walls that surround the foundation are destroyed. You see that the portions of the minarets that are surrounding the building proper are still on fire. You see drakes strafing around. Over that way towards the south, where the entrance into the main courtyard is, you see bodies, and you see a few walkers inside, and you hear shouts, human shouts, people that you know are there for a particular reason, and that is to defend the Seekers Foundation next week.
What?
Womp, womp, womp.
That's actually not bad.
That isn't.
Nobody took a piss break this time.
We're done by 8
That was
o'clock.
fast. Damn.
Well, his commander asks, are you done fucking around?
Wasn't expecting that to fall out.
I'm not asking for a dick pic.
Fucking nailed it.
Whoops.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Hold on.